Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebony and this is my diary. This is me. This is about to be my baby, where I come and talk to you guys. And today is one of those days that I just wanted to come and talk to you guys. Like, there's been some stuff that's been on my mind and things that has been on my heart to say. And really just to talk to you guys, so I guess we can start. I don't know where to start, but I'm just gonna start. So scooting the camera up for one. I look like I look far away, but anyway, I just want to come and talk to you guys and just get some stuff off my chest. Really, is more so of that than anything. But if you guys can relate, then by all means leave a comment, let me know. I'm trying to also get better at doing this. I don't know, it's not that I'm scared, it's just be like, I don't know what to post. I don't know what all I want to post and things like that. Don't mind my hair. These braids are super long and I had to wrap it different ways, and this side's just falling down. So, but it's a nice bun with all this hair though. I'm not even gonna lie, but that's neither here nor there. But I just want to let you know, it's not lopsided, I promise. It's a straight bun. It's just, yeah, whatever. But hopefully you guys can hear me with the wind blowing and everything. I am sitting at this lovely, it's not really a park, but it's a little seating area. Not gonna lie, this is kind of by my job, and I like it over here. It's peaceful, it's quiet, and I'm able to think. I'm able to just breathe when sitting here. I don't know if I said it, but really nobody comes here like that, so I don't really see people coming over here like that. Like, every now and then I will, but yeah, that's neither here nor there either. But I just wanted to let you guys know that. But to get right into it, I'm not going to be editing anything out at all, because this is real. This is like real life. This is as real as it's gonna get, and I actually want that. I want my channel to be real. I want to be me, to no filter whatsoever. But first things first, which I've already said it, but I've already thanked God for today. I told him I was gonna have a good day today, and I am. I declared, I decreed that I was gonna have a wonderful day, no matter what. Good day. Nothing was gonna irritate me. Nothing was gonna upset me. Anything like that. And I claimed it this morning when I got off work, because I know how things can go when I get in my head too much. So I know I like to over analyze things when it comes to like my life and personal, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you can relate to that. But especially women like to know like how much goes on in our head, and things that just take over our mind when we're so stressed. It's like what's the word for it? It's like we're not worried, but we're like in the midst of, I guess, anxious, worriedly anxious, or something like that. However you want to put it, like, just, it's a lot to process. I'm 30 years old, just turned 30. So I'm still working through some things personally, mentally, and all this, that, and the third. But what I'm really struggling with is mental, as far as getting to know myself, to where I can be comfortable in my skin again and things like that. Like, I know there's like nothing wrong with me. There's literally nothing wrong with me. I physically and mentally know that, but because I've been down, and I could probably say that I've been depressed just a little bit, when it comes to life right now, just because things are not going as I would like for them to. I'm not even gonna say that I wanted them to, but that the way that I would like for them to. And I know now, and I also know, like, nothing is ever gonna go the way that you want them to go. So, but I just have to remind myself that sometimes, and I'm sure you guys do too. But um, yeah, it's like, it's really hard. What makes it hard for me, to go ahead and put that out there, let me see what I want to say. So I'm in a whole nother state. um that's just it. I'm in a whole nother state, and it's expensive. I'm in Texas. um it is super expensive out here. I don't like the expensive side of being out here. Now, granted, yes, they do have jobs out here that will pay you, but I will say, with those particular jobs, I feel like they want you to have experience in order for you to get that paid. At least a little bit of experience, to know, like, at least what you're doing, to where they don't have to explain every single detail and thing to you. Now, if you look it up on any internet website, whatever you want to do, whenever you look it up, period, about like what's the minimum wage that you would have to make in order to be approved for an apartment, it's probably going to tell you, well, what it told me was $16.50. You can live off of making $16.50 an hour. I'm here to tell you that right now, that's not the case. I'm sorry. I mean, yes, I would say don't take nothing less than $16.50 for sure. And especially if you're at a job that where you can do overtime, baby. I hate to say it, but you're gonna have to do it here in Texas. I don't know what else to fucking tell you. Excuse my language, but I really don't know what else to tell you, because at one point, that's literally how I was making a living, as far as like paying my bills, is working overtime. And when I tell you, it really is not the way to go, because you're gonna wear yourself out. You are going to wear yourself out to the point where, when they actually cut that from you, oh yeah, and then you have to go by a regular 40-hour check. Good luck, baby, out here, because let me tell you something. Don't get me wrong. I like my job. I do. I don't like the people, as far as management. I don't care for management whatsoever. I don't. But who does? What job and who does? But nah, I ain't gonna say that. But majority of jobs where it's mostly women. You got guys that work. There's guys that work at my job, but there's not a lot of them. And those that work there are like older, elderly, older type shit. And those that aren't are like right out of high school, early 20s type of thing. But yeah, that's not the way to go out here. You need more than 16.50. You need at least, I would say, the minimum to be able to get Okay, your credit does play a part into that too, but we ain't talking about credit yet. But as far as affording things, yeah, look for something at least like 17 and up. And 17 is pushing it, because that ain't nothing but $1 more than the 16.50. Honestly, I would say anything 18 and higher is what you need to be able to live out here. And baby, good luck at certain time frames of finding people to hire you. That's not to say it's bad out here, but it's like, I feel like the best time to, it's like you got to look for seasonal things in order to get in somewhere. Or, even with temp services, like, you could go through a temp service, but you're more than likely either will get paid more than the actual people at the company, or you would get paid $1 or $2 less than whatever company that they end up sending you to, which is not bad, because you can make more through a temp service with $16.50 better than being on the actual job, like once you actually roll over and stuff like that, because you don't know how overtime really plays in a part and what all they take out and things like that. When it comes to a temp service, you get your money. You ain't got to worry about all this extra stuff that automatically comes out, because that's what the company automatically sets up to come out of everybody's paycheck, like everybody's paycheck. And you would have to physically go in and like change certain things in order to change that. But yeah, so let's just say financially, come prepared. I would say come prepared, because I did not come prepared. I wish, and I absolutely wish that I would have at least came out here and explored before moving out here. I didn't know a lick of anything. I still barely know anything out here, but what I should have done was come out here and visit, came out here and all this other stuff. But also too, when it came to that, at that time, I was not planning on moving either. At that time, I moved here with my boyfriend and my son. We all moved here to Texas, and when we did, we were good. We moved at the beginning of the year, so income tax, things like that. But at that time, I had to get a car, so I would say majority of that money went towards me getting my car, insurance, everything I needed to do and get in order for me to get the car off the lot. And it's gotten bad to where, let me not say bad. It's gotten financially hard to where, like, I had to take my son back home. And back home is Tennessee. And I had to take my son back home to try to, like, really be on my grind and get on my feet and things like that. And I did. I got on my feet. I ended up getting an apartment and things like that. And that's what I was saying about when you roll over to your job from a temp service, like, things become different. So the thing with my job is they want you to have 2 days off, regardless. You get 2 days off, no matter what your schedule is. Day shift has a whole bunch of different schedules, and my schedule on day shift was Thursday through Monday. So Tuesday and Wednesday was my 2 days off. That was my weekend, was Tuesday and Wednesday, which I was perfectly fine with. Middle of the week, please. I was cool working the weekend. I'm not the type of person that really, like, goes out and, like, party like that, I guess. I go out, but I'm not like one of those people who go out to, like, go out. Like, I'm not dressing revealing, none of that. Like, no. I had one summer of doing that, and I don't even say it wasn't even a whole summer. I had like 1 month during the summer that I did that, and then that was like, yeah, no. And I only did that because at that time a coworker I was going out with, she wanted to go out, she wanted to hang out, things like that, which I was cool with. I mean, yes, I was happy to be out of the house, but at the same time, it was, I don't know, it was cool. But then I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go home, type of thing. Like, I am a homebody, but I also don't mind going out. Like, I don't have to stay at home, but there's only certain things that I like to do outside of the house, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not a clubber, I'm not a drinker, I'm not a smoker anymore for those last two things I just said. I mean, I really wasn't a drinker anyway. I didn't drink like that. I was more of a, still am more of a wine cooler, a wine type of person. But liquor, when I got out of college, I really didn't touch liquor at all. So I had one bad hangover in college, and that was it for me. No, ma'am. But also to the next thing that I kind of want to talk. Oh, well, let me finish talking about that. So I took my son back home to Tennessee. Got on my feet, got an apartment, signed a. Now I will say the good thing about being in the I won't. Excuse me. The good thing about the apartments here is they have longer than a 12-month lease. So the apartment that I was at, the longest lease that they had was a 15-month lease. So hold on guys for a second. All right, you guys, sorry about that. My son just called me. Told y'all I was having a good day today. I claimed it this morning. Do you hear me? But I just hung up with him. Also got an update on family as well back home. So literally a month ago, like April, it's what is this, June 2nd? Today's June 2nd. But April, I had found out that I lost one of my great uncles. And another great uncle is who I got the update about recently. Thursday, he went in for a normal procedure to get a new port in his arm. So this particular uncle, he goes through dialysis and things like that. So he was getting a new port for his dialysis. And they gave him some medicine, whatever medicine they ended up giving him, he ended up having an allergic reaction and had an issue, but he's better now. I don't want to speak too much on it because one, I just found out, and also I don't know if family watches me on this as far as my Tennessee family. I don't know if who is subscribed to me or not. I don't promote myself on any other social medias or anything like that, only because I want to strictly build a base, a family-based community within YouTube. Like, I don't want people I actually know to know that I'm doing this unless I tell them to, like, go subscribe to me or something. But also yeah, so I enjoyed that phone call, and then I ended up technically face calling, but it was Google Meet because my aunt has a Android or whatever, and I had downloaded Meet so that I would be able to, so me and my son can visually see each other, and that's what we just got done doing. I hung up. I had to get off. One, I need to charge my phone. Today is an overtime day at work with our new schedule, so everybody comes in at 8. So, and it's currently about to be 7. So, yeah, give myself time to in order to charge my phone and things like that. So I'm not trying to rush this video, but because of time right now, if I do leave and come back tomorrow or the next day or whatever the case may be, it may just have to be like that. But I think I can finish it before I end up going into work, because I'm honestly like kind of right here, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'm not sure where I left off at, but I know I was talking about life here. But yeah, and now financial responsibility. I want to get rid of a few things off my credit, so I've been thinking about filing bankruptcy. I haven't called to make an appointment or anything for a free consultation and to ask the questions I need to ask and things like that. I haven't made that call yet. I was supposed to do that today. Not gonna lie, kind of did forget because I was having a good day. But then also I didn't forget because it popped up in my head. But for sure, tomorrow, for real, I have to stop procrastinating on it and things like that. So I'm just hoping that I have all the questions that I want to ask and need to ask written down. That's kind of also why I've been a little hesitant on even calling in the first place. It's because of that. So yeah, oh, my shoulder, back attention. So yeah, I know it's gonna affect my credit. I know it's gonna affect a lot of things, and I know it's gonna make it difficult and a little harder for me to do certain things, but I want that peace of mind for myself. I probably shouldn't do it and just, but I also know that financially I'm not able to really put in that time to, pay certain things off. I just feel like because of the time framing of some of those, I feel like it shouldn't have to end up on my credit the way it did. Circumstantial wise, I feel like they could have just let it go. But either way, but yeah, it's just, there's other things on my mind. I'm not sure if I really want to get into it as far as like a real deep conversation, but it's hard, guys. I'm gonna just say that it's hard, and I'm not just talking about living out here. I'm literally speaking on just in general, like life, realizing how strong generational curses are. Sometimes realizing what those things are, and also feeling like you're the one who has to break it, like you were meant to break them, and that's even more stressful on you spiritually. That spiritual is nothing to play with. Like, now I'm not by any means someone who is consistent with how should I put this? With really how do I word this? I'm gonna just say it. I'm not consistent when it comes to praying all the time, or when it comes to reading the Bible like I really should. Especially reading the Bible for sure. I know I'm not gonna lie to you. But I do spend a lot of time with God. I will say that. I have definitely been making that time to spend with God, and a lot of the times that I actually do that is either when I'm sitting here, and just sitting here peacefully, just looking around how I'm doing now, but also being aware of like if anyone walks up on me or around me, because there's apartments around here, and some people come over here to walk their dogs and just go for a walk or a run, and they'll walk over here. They don't necessarily drive, um, so that's why I'm constantly looking around, and I also staring at myself in this phone. Baby, no. I'm gonna tell you that now too. No. I'm gonna take these out and get another and do something else to my hair, but that's neither here nor there. I don't really care. This is a raw, unfiltered channel. This is definitely what you're gonna get, raw and unfiltered. Unless I feel like certain things shouldn't be in here, or something that I don't want to necessarily share with you guys. But I'm hoping to grasp onto more subscribers and things like that. I really want to. I really would like to get up to at least 50 subscribers. At least for now, so I'll be able to go live and be able to expand myself and actually live talk with you guys when I feel the need to talk, because sometimes I don't really know what videos to be sharing or making or anything like that, because I want to be, it's like I want to share, but I also want to be a little private. Like I'm trying to figure out what should I be, what can I express, and what should I, oh my gosh, what I should keep to myself as far as it, being between me and God and things like that. I'm a work in progress. It's not easy, especially someone who's really like really diving in. It may not necessarily me diving into the Bible, but me really diving in to make that time to spend with God. And like, if I'm not sitting here, I'm at work doing it, like the whole shift. The whole shift, majority of the whole shift, especially like the first 4 hours. Like I'm literally like talking to God, listening to gospel, and just talking to him. How I'm talking to you guys, I'm literally just talking to him. Just having that time. Sometimes I get to laughing when I am talking to him, just because I know that he's answering me in a certain way, whether through music or something. As I'm speaking, he's like answering me as I speak. It's kind of hard to explain it the way I just said it. Like I don't verbally hear him in that kind of way. I hear him in the way of like, it's almost like that feeling you get, that like even as I'm talking to him, like I can hear myself answering, but I know it's not me necessarily answering myself as I continue to talk to him. Like it's literally him answering me back through me speaking verbally, because I like to talk out loud how I'm doing now. Like I'm not like super loud with it, but I am loud enough to hear myself. I'm not whispering, I'm not talking in my head, because if I talk in my head, then other things are going to pop up. So I rather speak verbally out loud when talking to him. So, which I think is the best way to even talk to him anyway. Even though he knows everything that you're about to say, going to say, thinking everything before you even do it, like I think it's still good to verbally, like aloud, say it, and I don't know, it just makes you feel good once you get it off your chest. And I feel like in order to like share that with you guys, it's like, even sometimes you don't even have to speak. That's the crazy thing. Like, I'm realizing there's moments where I don't even speak and I'll just start smiling just because like he already knows what you're thinking and saying to yourself in your head, like, and to even still speak to yourself in your head and not say it aloud, and he's still answering you with your own mouth. Like, that's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. But then it's also crazy too how, like, though he gives us the answer, it's like something, it's like either you don't want to do or you're like second guessing yourself on, or you start over analyzing, like, bro, stop doing that. That is the devil attacking you because he knows that's what you need to do. And you know what's crazy about me saying that is I just answered my own fucking question. I just answered myself just saying that was not me. On everything I loved, it was not me. I'm not gonna lie, like, I want to cry right now just because, like, I have the urge to cry because I just know. I just know there's something that I really need to do more than anything. Out of everything that I plan on doing and want to do, there's just something that really needs to be done. And to this day, I don't understand why I can't. I'm not saying that I can't. I can't. I literally can't. But it's like, part of me feels this attachment to something that it really doesn't even need to be attached to. You know, like, it's nothing bad. Don't get me. It's nothing bad. Nothing like that. Like, it's just like, I just know making this choice and actually making that move that God wants me to make, it's gonna make me better as a woman, as a person, as a mother. Like, I just know. But because of this attachment, it's an unhealthy attachment at times that I personally can't seem to physically let go of. I'm already gone here. I'm already gone other places, but like physically and right here, that attachment, I don't know why. I just cannot let it go. But I will, for sure. I will definitely do it. And I feel like because of me not doing it, I just know the disobedience that I'm doing to God, and I'm trying to be obedient, not disobedient. I'm trying to be obedient to God and what He says, and like His promises and things like that. And just knowing that I personally haven't read the full stories of certain people, but I'm learning those stories. I might actually have to download. This is also a new phone, so I'm gonna have to download. I'm gonna have to download the Bible app on this phone so that I can listen to scripture, listen to the scriptures of the Bible, and I feel like that's gonna be the best way that I'm able to, though I'm not physically looking at it, but that's the only way I'm gonna be able to like read or like internalize the Bible, if that makes sense. In a sense, like, it, even though it's the audio, like, I'm gonna play the audio, but it's gonna be the audio actually through the Bible. Like, you know, the Bible app. You can have like press a little audio thing to read for you instead of you reading it, especially if like you're a slow reader or something like that. I tend to like to listen to certain things, because sometimes me reading it, I don't understand it if I'm personally reading it. But if I hear it aloud and somebody else is reading it while I'm following along, and like I'm able to like grasp a little bit better sometimes, especially with the King James version. Um, uh, I really want to learn from that one and not learn from any other one, only because the King James version is the closest to the actual Bible, even though it's not. Well, it's not the number one, because I don't believe anybody knows where that Bible is in particular. Sorry, I was just staring off at the past the phone. I'm just staring off past the phone, but when before it becomes controversial or a topic of saying like the Bible's not real, that's not at all what I'm saying. The Bible is real. It's just I feel like parts of the King James version is not. Nah, I'm not gonna say King James. It's the other versions of the Bible. The translated versions, like all the different other versions of the Bible, to translate the King James Bible, I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like some things in there are different as far as like what they're speaking on is different versus the King James. And I feel like if you can understand the King James version, you can understand anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody has their own interpretations, their own perspectives, and how they see the Bible and how they apply it to their specific life, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like some people also will use the Bible as a tool to manipulate people, to try to tell people that they're doing something wrong because it says this in the Bible, when in reality you're not even doing what the Bible says either when it comes to whatever your role may be concerning the Bible, especially if you're striving for things like marriage. Really, it's the only thing to really strive for, because but like when it comes to having the aspects of whether you're a man or a woman, like if you don't have that, then don't sit here and try to quote a Bible verse to me and make me feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, when I know for a fact that I am working on myself. Excuse that plane, y'all. I know for a fact that I am working on myself, and I know it's not going to be nothing drastic, but I also feel like I changed a lot since I've been here in Texas, and I don't feel like I really need to do too much of any more changing. I feel like I've done all the change that needs to be done. I can still work on my, I wouldn't call it an attitude, but I could definitely work on my reactions. Definitely want to work on, and well, I don't want to say work on. I want to learn more about other things that trigger me that I don't realize that trigger me, because I know there's some stuff that triggers me that I'm now realizing that I didn't notice, or that I was being triggered, but I don't know specifically what it is that's triggered me. I don't know if it's a word that triggers me. I don't know if it's a phrase or a tone in someone's voice or something like that. Like, I'm not specifically sure, but I know that I get triggered sometimes, and I get irritated and agitated quickly, but that also comes with putting up with certain things and allowing things to happen your whole life for so long that you realize how many other people have done the same thing to you, and it's like, it's like, it's like, dang, You know, it really just smacks you in the face, like literally, like smack, punch, whatever, elbow, a knee, a headbutt, like whatever. Like it hits you hard. Like it don't even gotta be in the face, chest, leg, arm. You know what I'm saying? Like just, but when you realize what's been happening, when you really open your eyes and you are literally working on giving your complete self, because I know that that's something that I pray that changes and that gets worked on for me, is like really and truly like letting it go, like not bothering God so much with it. But I, I hate to say bothering him, because he wants you and wants us to come to him and talk to him, tell him about what's going on, give him your problems and things like that. Like I do that, but I also try to fix it and not let him take control and fix it. Like I'm still trying to fix it, but also asking for his help. Like make that make sense, you know. Um, but then that's where I feel like the scripture or the phrase where it's like faith without works is dead. I don't know why, but that pops into my head. Like I feel like though I'm praying on it, I still can do what I can do in order to help, or in order to, I don't know, kind of like get it on the right track. But then I also feel like at the same time that I'm like not giving God time to actually do what he needs to do in order to like work on that, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I take control and don't let him take control, when in reality too I just feel like I still need to do a little bit of something in order for him to help. um, so I guess um, within that I guess you could say I may have a situation where it's like I depend on him, but not to the point where I literally depend on him and me not do anything, like the full dependency. And it's not that I don't trust him, and it's not that I don't believe that he'll do it. Like I completely believe and know for a fact that he will. I don't, it's one of those things like when you, I guess, grow up. I'm the oldest child. Let me throw that out there too. I don't know if that matters or anything like that. And who's to say you can or can't relate? But with being the oldest on both sides, your mom and dad's side, the oldest, like there's so much that you don't realize that you go through that has nothing to do with you. And that's where that spiritual come in. And so it's like hard. It's already hard for one, being the oldest of siblings in general, because now you have to like, you have that pressure of being that example for your other siblings, like showing them what they can do. But it's like, because you know that you're in that position and in that role, that it gets a little frustrating, it gets a little stressful, because you want to show them, like uh, it's okay to be able to go through something, or like you can do this, like you got this, like they're cheerleaders, you want to root them on, you want to do this and that. So it's like, but you can't, you're not their parent. You know what I'm saying? Like as an older kid, you end up mentally becoming a parent whenever you become an older sibling, and you're the first born sibling, and you're the oldest in that way too. Like you become a parent at some point mentally, and I feel like that kind of takes away from your childhood a little bit, because of you having to mentally like kind of grow up a little older. Because now it's like you think of, well, I'm not sure, and not everybody probably thinks like this, but I feel like that older kid syndrome whatever it's called, however you say it. Like, I really and truly believe in that, especially if you're the oldest on both sides, like the oldest from your mom, like firstborn of your mom and firstborn of your dad. Like that, I feel like that's more of a serious older sibling syndrome, or whatever you want to call it. Like, terrible, terrible. But I'm learning to like let go of that, because I have my own child. I have to think about what's best for me and him, and not so much of my siblings, and not so much of, the rest of my family. Like, I love them, but I feel like my main focus for my mental is to be for me and my own family that I have created. Um, Not saying that the rest of my family is not important, but it's just like I have my own now, so it's like my family, like the family that I've created, that's came out of me, excuse me, is more important than the family I came from. It is true to say just because your blood doesn't make you family. Nothing drastic or anything, but just like you can tell once you open your eyes, and once you realize what's been going on, and then it's not even what's been going on, like, what's been going on. It's once you realize how long you've allowed it, and how long you put up with it growing up. And because growing up in my day, in the 90s, there was no talking back. Baby, that was that talk back, at least with my mom. I don't know about y'all. And if it wasn't with that, then it was on the bottom, or anywhere you got hit by a switch. If you was somebody who was moving and wiggling, you just got hit everywhere. Okay, you got hit everywhere, and not abuse, discipline. Which I'm not gonna go into that. That'll be a topic for another video, possibly. If I feel the need to speak on it, but there's no need to speak on it. Well, there is a need to speak on it, but I'm not gonna speak on it. But yeah, just wanted to come on here and just let you guys hear me out. Yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest, and I felt the need to say something, one for myself, but I felt like me being realistic and showing you guys off rip how much I really want to make this a hobby, I guess you can say, a hobby. And of course I would like to make money from it, but right now I just want to make this a hobby, because my hobby, I haven't done it in a long time, and I'm trying to find a new outlet for myself, so that when I'm not doing that, or if I don't even get back into it, because I don't know if I really do want to get back into it like that. So yeah. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for relating to me. If you do relate, thank you for everything. Like, I really appreciate you guys, those who are my subscribers. Even if you're not, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. It feel free. Everything is free to do so. Again, I said it earlier in the video that I would like to get at least 50 subscribers to where I can start going live and start interacting with a lot more people and things like that at a certain time, because I know not everybody's on in the morning or anything like that, but around this time, which is like 7, between the, my bad, my alarm is going off. So between the hours of like between 5 and like 8:30, 9 o'clock is a good time frame to really be getting on Central Standard Time. I don't know what not sure what time zone you guys are in, but I'm currently in Central Standard Time. And like I said, it's like, well, my alarm just went off, so it's 7:30 right now. And yeah. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. And if you have watched to the end of this video, even if you watched halfway through the video and you got interested in whatever, but this is at the end, so that's neither here nor there. So if you watched this far, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell so you know that every time I upload a video. I will try my best to be a little bit more consistent, and try to like think of more things that I can do in the time frame of like in the time that I do have in order to do so. But I will do my best to try to be a little more consistent. If anything, I would like to post. I would like to. I'm not saying I'm going to. I would like to post at least once a week, whether that be the weekend or during the weekday. I would like to post, um, whether it's an actual video or short. Like I will try to post something, um, at least once a week. Now the shorts I can do multiple days out of a week. I'm not sure how many, but we not gonna push that because I'm still learning how to do those too. Like I'm really new to all of this stuff, so please bear with me, hang in there with me, watch me grow as I grow. This is also documentation for me to watch myself and how much I've grown over the years, um, and things like that. And don't worry. I'm not sure how soon, but very soon, y'all will get mother and son vlogs and things like that. But right now, I want to share me. I want to share a little of my journey of like trying to get myself together and working on me and doing the best that I can and being real and raw with you guys. Like, not saying anybody else isn't, but just know that y'all will get the real thing from me. Like, I'm hardly gonna do any editing. Like, the only editing that's gonna be is me adding these videos, making sure they're in order, add music if I need to be, if I want to do like a little montage thing or whatever. But now I'm rambling. But anyway, thank you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share if you want to, share it if you need to. Baby girl trying to get 50 subscribers, and if I get more than 50, then hey, baby, round of applause. Don't mind my nails, these press-ons, and these two came off today. These two was gone yesterday. I don't know why, but these two are always the first two on both hands to go. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah. Oh, I should about to start rambling again. I'm out of here. So, peace, love, happiness, and I hope you guys have a great day, great night, great morning, whatever day you're watching this, whatever time of the day you're watching this. Have a blessed one. And again, thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.